Hey, we all know the power of local search and why our clients need to be in the local listings, in the directories and paid advertising and all that. But the problem is getting them there. And there's a lot of different tactics and strategies to use, but really the question is, what are the best ones to focus on? And more importantly, how do you get this stuff done, So this is what we're going to be talking about at the Local Marketing Summit in Scottsdale. And, balancing the time that you spend doing all your local marketing, whether it's doing it yourself, outsourcing these tasks, on top of all the stuff you do as far as managing your current clients and prospecting for new clients and all that kind of stuff, it gets really difficult. So what I've done is I've invited Kevin Elzine, he's the one who leads our fulfillment team, to join me. And we're going to uncover the secrets that we use to balance this process and make it work for our company and for our clients. Now, Kevin is in charge of managing over 2,000 clients right now. And we're going to show you several types of clients that we probably all kind of have. One of them is like the small package client, which is like the beginning one who only has a few services, the medium type client who requires about 10 to 15 hours worth of work each month. And then the larger clients who are doing like SEO, local marketing, reputation management, and paid searching, all that stuff. Some of those bigger clients that require a lot more TLC and a lot more work to do with them. And so each one requires kind of a different approach to be successful. So we're going to talk about each of those. And, perhaps some of the methods and practices and tools and services that we use might be of help to you as you tackle this enormous task of fulfilling your local marketing for your clients. And so what we plan to do is give you guys some x-ray vision into our step-by-step process that we use for all of our clients. We have like 200 items that we use when we set up the foundation for their marketing. And we know that this can get overwhelming, and especially if you have more than just a couple of clients. So we're going to be talking about how to automate this and how to do this work yourself. And then not only how to do this work yourself, but how to transition into your first outsourcer, your second outsourcer, and kind of going on from there, so you don't get overwhelmed and become, and build yourself a job, basically, And so we're going to tell you the criteria on how we determined when we needed our first outsourcer and so on. And then if your clients are anything like ours, they probably have this shiny object syndrome, right? Where they're distracted with, getting bombarded with different types of marketing and the different messages that hit them almost daily. And so we're going to talk about some strategies that we use to keep our customers longer, make them stay hooked to our services, so it's really painful to break that tie. And another thing that we're going to be doing is, or we're going to cover, is reporting to your clients. And there's nothing more than communication. There's nothing better than communication, like phone calls, email, text, and reporting, to let your customers know that you're thinking about them and working on their business. And so we're going to show you how to use this hands-off communication approach to help you with this, and at the end of the month to communicate what you did for them using some pretty cool reports, stuff like that. So just kind of sum it up, our goal at the summit is to give you some ideas on what to do, how to do it faster, how to do it less expensive, and help you retain your customers longer. We're going to tell you the tools that we use, the resources that we use for our clients, some tips and tricks to help you get your Google Plus set up right away, avoid some common pitfalls, and get it ranked quickly. And so if you're interested in getting some x-ray view into our system, processes, tools, and such, come on out to this year's Local Marketing Summit in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona.